If you've only been using the big job board sites like Indeed, LinkedIn, or even Glassdoor, you've been missing out. There are so many awesome niche job board sites out there, and today you're going to learn about 14 of them. So let's head on over to my computer. First up might be the coolest of them all. I know that was pretty lame, but it is called coolworks.com, and it really is an awesome site. It was created by a gentleman who decades ago had a job at a gas station. I know, not very glamorous, but it was at the base of a national park, and he looked around him and thought, everybody should have the opportunity to work in such a beautiful location. So he set up this job board site. Its tagline is jobs in great places. So while yes, you can go ahead and search by keywords, you can also search by categories. And these categories are a little different than you might expect. Yes, there's the administrative jobs, but there's also brewery, distillery, camp jobs, cruise ship jobs, golf course jobs. It is more focused on the location of where the position will be than necessarily on the position. So if you're looking for adventure, this might be the site for you. And speaking of adventure, the next one up is called mountainjobs.com. And it is, as you would expect, jobs in mountain cities. So if you are an outdoorsy type of person, you're going to want to check this one out. Next up, we're going to look at some nonprofit job boards. First up is idealist.org. Now, I can personally vouch for this one because I used it all the time when I worked in HR at my nonprofit job. It has some great positions on here. Also look for volunteer roles. Now, I hear you. You might be saying, yeah, I'm looking for a paid job, not volunteering. But volunteering can be a great way to learn new skills, to get your foot in the door, to network. So don't discount it. In fact, I have a video talking all about strategic volunteering if you'd like to check it out. And next up is workforgood.org, which also focuses on the nonprofit sector. And if you would like even more job board sites like this, make sure to join my free school community where I share more niche job board sites as well as just a plethora of other job search resources for you. Up next are jobs that I know a lot of you are looking for, and those are remote jobs. Flexjobs.com is perhaps the biggest job site that is solely focused on flexible or remote jobs. And they're all legitimate work from home jobs. And I have to stress that because unfortunately, scammers are becoming more and more prevalent. And I'm sure you've received those text messages that say, oh, you can earn $500 a day for working 2 hours from working from home. That's a scam, and don't fall for that. A better way is to set up job alerts from FlexJobs, and they can send those directly to your email so you're always up to date. And they work with some pretty big employers as well. If you are looking for maybe smaller businesses that also offer remote work, check out hiremymom.com. Once again, it's focused on remote workers, but they specialize with small businesses. Next up, we have the tech and the startup realm. Wellfound.com is where startups and job seekers connect. Now, if you are at all familiar with AngelList, AngelList is now Wellfound. Same concept, but just know that it is no longer AngelList, but it's wellfound.com. And then we have dice.com. I also was a recruiter at a tech agency for a very short period of time, but we use this one heavily. So once again, it's been around a long time, and I can personally vouch for it for tech jobs. Now we are going to focus on one of the most, at least for me, I think one of the most fun ones, and that is sports jobs. I worked for the Detroit Pistons way back in the day, and we used teamworkonline.com. There are some really big sports teams on here that are looking to hire. So if that's always been your dream, 100% check this one out. Next, we have marketinghire.com, and they focus on, as you guessed it, marketing and advertising jobs. Next is selectleaders.com, and this is for careers specifically in commercial real estate. My husband has actually used this, and he found the position that he's in currently on this site. So once again, a little bit of personal buy-in that yes, this is a good one, and he's been there for years. So it was a great company, and it is one that he actually recommended. So a big thank you to him. Otherwise, I don't think I would have known about this one. Up next, we have health healthecareers.com. Do not get confused with healthcareers.com. There's an E in there. So health e-careers, and you can search the different type of medical professions and see what they have available. Next is Media Bistro, and this focuses on graphic designers, copywriters, more of the creative side of business. So if you have that creative streak, check this one out. And finally, higheredjobs.com. Once again, I do have personal experience with this. I worked as an adjunct professor at a college, and we used higheredjobs.com. We didn't just look for professors, but also administrative, executive type of roles. So if you have any interest in working at a college level, make sure that you are checking this out. And if you're like, this is wonderful, now I need to prepare my resume because I have so many jobs I want to apply to, then you're going to want to check out my guide in the description below, which gives you 25 ChatGPT prompts to level up your resume.